Here we're taking the grease cap for the wheel bearing. This grease cap for the wheel bearing must come out. You must take the circlip, the split pin. This is a adjusting nut and holding nut at the same time for the taper bearing. The seal is finished, so we're gonna change because the bearing is finished. You can see how the bearing looks. We need to change the new bearings and then also change the wheels, the seal which comes up here. Okay, now we have to unhook the shoes. Adjusting nuts for the leg linings. These adjusters, they work so that when the springs they move up and down. This is the holding nuts so that the brake linings mustn't go this way. So as to hold, then you put in it. Yeah. The brake lining, they're still good. You can see they haven't reached the bottom, so we're still going to replace the brake linings, but we are going to take the wheel bearing out. So the bearing, because it's overheated, so it's seized on the hub. We have to find a way how to take it out here. Stuck like this because it's overheated, so it's a bit too tight to come out. You need to use a bearing puller, but this kind of job, when it's stuck like this, you need to open up the space here. So we'll try to open up the space. If it doesn't come right, we're gonna have to cut the bearing. Okay, Joshua, let's use the grass. Shit. Yeah. Okay. We don't have a very full up. We need to cut here. We need to cut here. We need to collapse this. Joshua, mind your eyes, man. The main thing was to heat it there, and then we take this out, which is a coin that stays in the bedding. So this is how it's done. Next time, all right, we have to take the new grease to grease the old grease out from the hub to get access to the shell. Before we put another bedding, we need to take off the shell. We need to take the bearing rest out. It's a bearing rest. a seal, and that's a bearing rest. So both needs to be changed to be replaced. Okay. Yeah. Okay. This is a bearing rest.
Just show us the old one.
This is a new bearing, and this is an old bearing.
I can't. Yeah.
Old bearing, and we've got a new bearing.
Okay.
And then the bearing goes inside. But then you have to put the bearing rest first before the bearing.
Yes.
So this bearing must go inside first. This is a good. Take the old bearing, rest.
Use that one. It's breaking, that one.
This big one.
Yeah. That one is breaking.
Because you can see it's no longer moving, which means it's sharp. But then we have to take this bearing rest out. The other one. We've got this bearing rest in the new one, where the bearing has to sit. But now we clean the surface. Now we have to pack the grease in the bearing. Okay, stop it, usual. Okay, this is a seal that goes to the it must go in here, it works here. It must protect the grease. It must be like this. Okay. So tight one. It's funny, this seal.
Okay.
Okay. Wait. Wait. It's funny. This seal. This is a gradual thing. You must centralize the seal so that it goes in evenly. Put the grease in a hub. Okay. Another thing. It's fine. After you clean the shaft, you clean where your bearing is gonna be installed. The first bearing will be here. This bearing works here. This bearing works there. So you have to clean this part and this part. But now you have to test. The bearing must give you a slight movement. You see that movement, that's what you need. Then you know that the bearing is well prepared, and this one comes here. You see, that's also, you know, the bearing is well prepared. Now we have to pack the grease. After we pack the grease, and then we put the bearing in the hub and ready for installation. Pack the bearing like this. This is the bearing that comes in. You can see the bearing is coming, the grease is coming. You need to feed the grease in the bearing so that when you put it in, you don't have a problem. I think you can stop it. So we need to adjust down the drum so that we can get the brake lining down, so that it will be easy to put the drum on.